Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Little Miss Recap is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy, and I'm here with Jennie against her will.
Yeah, you asked me to be here, so.
What's up, Jen? What's going on with you?
Nothing. I just got back from Amsterdam last week, the week before. I
Yeah,
forget.
that.
It was good. It's a crazy city. There's like a
Really?
Sorry.
You don't know protocol here?
Sorry. I had my headphones connected to it. There's a million canals and there's a million bikes. And we went on this canal cruise, and they were telling us that they drudge like 18,000 bikes the last time. Like, they don't drudge the canals every year. They do it like every couple of years or something.
Yeah.
But when they dredged the canals last, there was like 18,000 bikes in them.
Wait, what does that mean? People are throwing their bikes in the canal?
Yeah.
Or people are dying on their bikes?
No. I'll get to that. But they were like, you know, and people were like, well, how do they end up? And it's like, yeah, they like people wreck or throw them in or like whatever, right? But the guy was like, one of the big causes of bikes in the canal is like breakups. Because like a lot of people don't drive in Amsterdam, like they bike. So like instead of key in a car, he's like, it's like key in a car in the US. But you throw the bike in the canal. And then he said they found 51 bodies in the canal.
Oh my God.
Well, and I said, how many people are in Amsterdam? He's like 900,000. I'm like, that's a lot of bodies.
It's a lot of bodies.
Again, I don't know what period of time that would have been over. Like they don't do it.
And we
all the
don't
time.
know if these bodies were young, old.
So he said that they were British men with Arsenal t-shirts on. Or no, Manchester United t-shirts.
Okay.
I'm assuming that last part was a joke.
Yes.
But he's like, what they do is they go and they get like wasted and high at the Amsterdam bars.
Yeah.
And then at like for these sporting things. And then they go out and they like take a piss in the canal and like lose their balance and fall in. I'm like, sure. I'm sure that's how it's all happening.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone in that canal tripped and fell in.
Have you ever been to San Antonio where they have the river walk through the city?
No, I haven't been to San Antonio.
So they have the river walk, and it is ground level, and you just walk out of all of the bars, and it's right there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I 100% would have ended up in that river.
Yeah, totally.
If this was in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Like the way that people wander out of bars, sometimes you're like, how are more people not dead?
I know, seriously.
It just feels to have like an open body of water so close.
Yeah.
To drinking establishments feels like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, like Savannah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing we went to was, are you familiar with conveyor belt sushi places?
Yes.
So like
I mean, I've never been to one, but I know
sushi goes around on the thing, and they had conveyor belt cheese places. I know. It was so good. It was so good. It was very cool and very good.
That's really nice. I could get behind that.
Yeah, it's like basically they split up a cheese plate and like put it on little plates and like send it around the conveyor belt, and you just pull them off and eat them. Their cheese was quite delicious. The rest of their food was it's okay.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's not a food capital, right?
Yeah.
We went to a very good restaurant that was very, very good. But like outside of that and the beer's delicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other food's like it's okay.
I just imagine everybody's happy there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like they're not the happiness capital of the world, if that's what you're thinking of. Isn't that I thought that was Denmark.
Denmark. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, this is the Netherlands. They're
I just imagine everybody's happier than
everywhere else
currently in the United States.
Well, it's funny because we were at this like another cheese event where we were doing like a cheese tasting. All I do is eat cheese for a week. Like it's been a rough week coming back, but because I ate cheese for a week straight.
Yeah.
And this delightful old Dutch woman was like, you know, she was talking about the customs rules for buying the cheese and bringing them back to different places. And like the UK is the worst about it, of course, right? They love red tape and bureaucracy. And they're like, she's like, well, you know, you could take this back to the US, but like, I just want to tell you Americans, I have bad news for you. And we're like, really? What could that possibly be? Like, have you
What could be
seen our
worse?
country? We're ready for it.
Is the bad news that you have to go home?
And everybody was laughing. We're like, we can't bring cheese to our country? Like, is that what's going on here? Like,
Yeah.
we're good. We're ready for whatever you got to tell us. And
Yeah.
Steve is like, there's nothing you can tell us. That's worse than what we're dealing with.
No, nothing.
It
The
was funny.
weather is even getting wild. Like all
The
these
weather is getting
floods,
wild.
like it's
climate change. I mean, it's
I know Al Gore warned us. I
it's
know.
climate change. Like, it's one of these things that, like, people can disagree about politically. It's science. Like, it doesn't
It's
care.
happening.
It
It
doesn't
doesn't
care if
care
you
what
believe in it. Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't care what side you're on.
Yeah, the rain this year has been insane. Like, we usually have the driest summers. Like, I usually have outdoor flowers and plants and stuff, and I have to water them constantly. I haven't watered them at all.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, the grass is growing faster than we can cut it.
Yeah.
And we can never get out there and cut it because, well, the rain.
Right.
So it's a whole thing.
It's a whole cycle.
Okay, are you ready to talk about Balloon Boy?
Yeah, I don't know why you made me watch this, to be honest.
Really? You don't know why I made you watch it?
Yeah.
Because it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I just feel like why do I get assigned to all the Trainwreck stuff?
Well,
I mean,
what you want to sit in on an episode of Sister Wives?
No, hell no.
Okay, well then stop complaining.
All right, fine.
Do you remember when this happened?
No, not at all.
See, I thought I remembered it happening.
No, you always ask me this whenever, like, whatever the thing is in the document, and have I been alive in the world? Like, I feel like I'm like, I have no idea when that happened. I have no idea when that happened.
I know. All right, so we're talking about Trainwreck Balloon Boy airing on Netflix 2025. I'm loving this Trainwreck series.
I just want real train wrecks, though. Like, I feel like this wasn't really a train wreck.
Yeah, we're playing fast and loose with the word train wreck, aren't we? Like Woodstock 99 was
a
train
wreck. That's not why I'm like, I don't understand why this is a train wreck.
The submersible could have been a train wreck.
That could have been a train wreck.
Yeah. The poop cruise.
That was a train wreck.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Whenever there's feces involved.
Yeah. I also want to issue a correction that you and I thought the poop cruise happened in 2023.
I want to be clear.
In 2013 or something.
I want to be clear. I had no idea when the poop cruise happened.
But remember, we were like, why does that girl?
Why was that girl 12?
Older?
Yeah, that was, I'm like, okay, something's wrong with the timeline here.
All right. So the characters here, this is 2009. We're in Fort Collins, Colorado. The characters are Richard Heene, Mayumi. I don't know how to say her name. It's spelled Mayumi, but they say Mayumi. Heene, Bradford, Rio, and Falcon. Jen, do you want to comment on the names of the children?
I feel like they're from Space Ghost or something, right? Like, doesn't have that vibe?
Yes. So, all right, here we go. All right, Jennie. So the Heene family is an adventurous family led by Richard Heene, an amateur scientist. I hate this man.
I knew you would.
He is the worst. Is he not the worst?
No, I agree. I mean, I like the spirit of I like how he is an adventurer and likes to invent things and stuff.
Yes.
Do that. Like, this couple should just do that themselves. Like, you can't drag 3 kids into it.
Well, and you get the sense that he's doing all this, but doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
You get that sense too, that he is kind of one of these people who is chasing this dream and stitching together income where he can. Mm-hmm. And like, when you do that kind of stuff, you can't do it with kids.
No, you can't.
No.
You have to
again, people, you destroy your lives when you have children. So any hopes this guy had, give up. So the kids say, we used to do a ton of science experiments like on YouTube and stuff and recreate them. And even Timmy was watching this with me and he's like, that seems really cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Yeah. Raising more people who believe in science in this country is a good thing. Mm-hmm. So Dean and Tina, the neighbors, say Richard had this big energy. And Dean says, yeah, he was super smart, always building stuff, putting things together. Jen, Richard watched the Jetsons growing up and he wanted to recreate a flying saucer.
I mean, I watched the Jetsons growing up.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah. End of comparison.
Yeah, end of story. Like, it was a cartoon that I quite enjoyed,
I enjoyed the Jetsons. I
but,
really
like,
did.
I don't know. Okay, like, where's my flying car is, like, as far as I've gotten with the Jetsons.
Well, and he talks about like, I wanted to do this so we could take congestion off the streets. And then the clip they show from the Jetsons has George sitting in traffic in his flying
In
car.
the air, right? Traffic's gonna follow us wherever we go.
Yeah. And
If
could
you
you
really wanna
imagine?
take traffic off the street, you gotta build buses and trains and not cars.
Could you imagine if everybody just had a flying car and like just willy
No,
nilly everybody
dude.
just flew around? People would be smashing all the
If you
time.
didn't think things could get worse.
It could get
Yeah.
worse. So the saucer was 20 feet across and 6 feet tall. Now keep in mind, Jenny, these houses are right on top of one another.
The neighbors cracked me up.
The neighbors had to be in a living nightmare.
They probably want to murder these people.
Either that or they were like grabbing their popcorn and always watching
Yes.
a show.
Yeah, I think there was a little of both. Yeah.
So it took them 2 weeks to build this and they're ready to do a test launch. Now they're filming this.
Mhm.
And we see Richard saying, "Hey, Mayumi, make sure you tether this down." She's like, "Okay, okay, I'm going to tether this down." These people are such bad actors. It was so staged.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
pretty staged.
So the tether snap immediately upon launch.
Yeah, like they weren't even tied. Like, there wasn't even any resistance there.
No,
Yeah.
none. Because this thing didn't have a ton of force behind it. What
No,
was he
it's
using to
helium.
propel it? Helium?
Helium, yeah. So that's a very slow, gentle, like
Jenny, could it have even held a kid?
that's what I was thinking. Like, when they were talking about it, I'm like, I feel like this thing wouldn't be flying as fast and high if there was a kid in it. I mean, the kid's probably pretty light, but still.
Right. Say he's a 60-pound kid, though.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I questioned that too. I'm like, I just feel like it would behaving different. It would be behaving differently if the weight of a kid was in there, I feel like.
I agree 100%. So we have this video. The tether snap. Richard just flips and starts screaming at
Like a
his wife.
psycho.
Fuck you. You didn't fucking tie the tethers down. Fuck, fuck. He's kicking shit.
Yeah.
And she is very fakely screaming, "Oh my God, I didn't tie it down. I thought I did." Bradford, the oldest kid who's 10 at the time, is Dad, 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 Falcon was in there. Falcon was in
Oh
there. I just
god.
wrote, the acting is so bad. And what's even stranger is that they have like a 3 camera setup on this.
Yeah, right.
Like Bradford
Well, I
has the
mean
hand cam, then there's a
yeah.
stationary cam. Come on.
I mean, they could have been filming it for, like, YouTube or something if they're like, flying like, launching it. I don't like, I that wasn't as suspicious as the bizarre acting was.
The acting was so bad. Mayumi is such a fake crier. She's like,
Yeah.
"We were yelling, Falcon, Falcon, and nothing." Like, okay,
Yeah.
this is A, 10 years later, and B, you know the kid is fine. And
Yeah.
this is like, it almost felt like she was an actor struggling with the script of knowing where to get emotional and where not.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know. So they claim they searched the entire house for this kid. Now, if for 1 second this happened to me and I thought, "Oh my God,
Like, it's in
Samantha
a
is
balloon.
off in a
In a balloon.
UFO, in a balloon,
It would
whatever."
be Samantha 100%.
Yes. Timmy or I would get in our cars
And start following it.
and be following it
100%.
to keep our eyes on it.
Yeah.
But Richard, he doesn't go that route, Jenny.
No.
He instead says, "Well, I knew he was headed towards air traffic, so I called the FAA."
Mhm. Yeah, and they're just gonna be like, "Yeah, dude, thanks for the call." Like, you call 911. That's who you call.
They're like,
They know
"Dummy."
how to distribute the information that is needed to the interested parties.
I always say that, nobody reacts perfectly in every situation, but it is my instinct that you would somehow want to follow that balloon.
Yeah.
And the fact that these guys are just home making
Yeah.
these calls is weird.
Yeah, that's weird. I agree.
The 911 operator does not know what to make of
Right,
this.
because like, they probably get weird calls and pranks all the time. So,
Yeah.
like, someone calls us like, "My kid's in a balloon." What?
Do you remember when we prank called the FBI?
No, I do not.
Well, now upon
Are you
retrospect,
sure I was involved in that? Because that sounds dumb, like
well,
I
it was
wasn't
when we
involved.
had, remember Lisa, the babysitter?
Oh, fuck, yeah. Oh,
Guys,
yeah.
we had a neighbor,
Oh, god.
and so we grew up in a neighborhood with a bunch of kids our own age, 2 siblings per family, and the one across the street was a boy and a girl, and Jamie, the son, was, like, kind of crazy. We love him to death,
Still
but
is.
he was, like, off the rails. And, his mother went to work and decided to get a babysitter. It was the first time anybody in the neighborhood had a babysitter.
Yeah, because the weird part is when we were younger, they just used to leave us alone.
Mhm. Well, we were up to no good. We
So
built
then,
the
like
clubhouse, tried to murder
I
people.
know, and then Jamie like, we were teenagers at this point, and then they
Mhm.
decide to get a babysitter
Yeah.
who is a slightly older teenager.
So they bring in this girl, Lisa, who's, like, 17
I
maybe,
know. Yeah, this was a bad
and
idea.
she was just a worse influence on
Yeah,
all of us.
right, 100%.
So one time I was over there when Lisa was babysitting, and Kelly and I were in the basement making prank calls, and we called, and now in retrospect, I think somebody just said, "This is the FBI."
100%.
But we thought we prank called the FBI.
Dumbass.
And so we were really scared thinking they were gonna come for us.
Oh
And
my
Kelly even
god.
called her mom and was, like, crying about it. And her
You
mother's
guys
like,
did not call the FBI. Like,
"What do we
where'd you
think we
get the
called the
FBI's
Scranton
number?
field number?
So did you seriously
Field
think you just
office?"
randomly dialed the FBI?
I don't know. I don't know. Do people prank call people anymore?
Wha like, everyone knows everybody's number and identity. How like, I
Yeah.
feel like you could prank
Remember
well,
the Jerky Boys? Like, that was
oh
the
my god, that was
heyday of prank
hilarious.
calling.
I feel like prank calls have been replaced with something far more nefarious, like
Oh,
phishing.
yeah,
Yeah.
scams. Yeah,
Mhm.
you're right. Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. Amanda,
Amy.
for our sponsor, Lumi Gummies today, I have an idea. I think we should do a rapid fire bonus round. Which 90-day celebrity stars need a Lumi Gummy or have taken a Lumi Gummy, maybe?
Okay. Madeline.
Oh, I have her on my list too. Manon. Manon could really use indica.
Yeah, to calm her the fuck down.
Just calm down a little bit.
I think Jennie could use a sativa to maybe up the energy a little bit because there's none there.
Funny you mentioned Jennie. I have Sumit's aunt can
Oh,
use one to
definitely.
chill out a little bit.
She definitely could use one. This is a wild card. Florian could use one.
Oh.
I don't know what I don't know what variety,
Yeah,
but
maybe
I feel
he
like
needs a hybrid.
I feel like Florian on a gummy would be good.
Yeah. I also have Dylan's mom from
Oh.
Dylan and Patia.
Yeah.
And I have Luke's dad of
Oh.
Luke and Madeline.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah.
And we can use Lumi gummies as well.
Yes.
Yes.
All the time.
Consistent, mellow, and super delicious, Lumi gummies are specifically designed to make you feel good, not stoned. Whether you're looking for an end of the day de-stressor, a midday mood boost, or help getting the best sleep ever, Lumi gummies has a strain that's right for you. So, Amanda, our flavor that we like a lot in this home is the sour strawberry cookie hybrid.
Ooh, is it particularly sour?
It's not super sour because I don't
Okay.
like sour things.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I just find that it's the perfect blend of up and down. It's right in the middle.
Nice.
But you feel good. I really like it.
I'm a hybrid girly myself, and I'm going to go with the watermelon sorbet because I do enjoy watermelon, and it's just a nice, cool, chill evening of watching TV.
You know what I need to do? I need to take one before Sister Wives comes out.
Yes.
Before I
Yes.
meet my arch nemesis.
Yes.
In the ring.
Yes. I think it would help you a great deal. I think it would help Cody Brown a great deal.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, Lumi gummies are available nationwide. Go to lumigummies.com. That's LUMI gummies.com. Use code Little Miss Recap for 30% off your order. That is Lumi Gummies, LUMI gummies.com. Code Little Miss Recap. Lumis.com. Code Little Miss Recap. It's 30%. And the link is in the show notes if you guys need it. So, Richard says, or Mayumi says, I'm sorry, the 911 operator didn't believe him. So she put me on the phone to confirm what he was saying. Why would you not believe him? And she starts to cry. I'm like, that's not the place to cry. That's not a place to cry right now.
And also, like, I feel like that's not something the 911 operator would do because if there's one person standing there lying, there could be two. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how does that back anything up?
Yes. So Robert Sanchez, I'm sorry. Before we get there, 9 News, which was the local news affiliate there. I don't know which network affiliate. They're contacted by Richard Heene. So this guy's calling the press under the guise of, I need you to launch your chopper.
Yeah, no, this was such bullshit.
Jennie, if you needed air assistance,
I would call 911.
Yes, and they probably have a helicopter.
The police have helicopters. The police definitely have helicopters.
Yeah, you probably see them a lot in your neighborhood.
I see them all the fucking time. They're so loud and crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Robert Sanchez is a writer, and he's like, this thing looked like a Jiffy Pop container flying across the sky. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
It kind of did. Remember, that's all Graham would make for us.
God knows what chemicals was in that shit.
She wouldn't have a microwave. No way.
No,
Never.
but like, I feel like there's worse chemicals in Jiffy Pop.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows what the fuck was in that stuff?
Microwave popcorn's really bad for you too, though.
I know.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I can't eat it.
I don't really eat it much.
I don't eat it. So this newscaster, one of the newscasters, and Timmy and I burst out laughing when they said this. One of them was like, this is like a horrific version of the movie Up.
I know. It's like, okay.
The media immediately floods the Heene's neighborhood. Richard says, I couldn't afford cable, so I didn't know what was going on. Yes, Jennie.
So you can build a UFO, but you don't know how to steal cable.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this guy could have figured out how to steal cable.
Yeah, we were stealing cable long before this.
Like this, yeah, there's no way this guy didn't know how to steal cable.
There's no way. And not only that, you still have broadcast television.
Yes, you still have an antenna.
And
this guy
was
obviously
all
could do
over
it.
the place.
Yeah, it's all very fishy.
It's very fishy. So at one point, the media sees something that looks like it fell from the saucer, and Naomi fake cries, and she's like, could it have been Falcon? And Richard gets all emotional. He's like, what if I killed my son?
And these people, like, people have dug into this, like the news, the community, like people are going crazy about this.
When I saw the search effort, I was like, wow, this is a lot of money and resources they're putting behind this.
Yep.
So eventually the saucer starts to deflate and it's coming down.
It's running out of gas, literally.
Jennie, this reminds me of the famous episode of Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, the hot air balloon.
When Carrie's in the hot air balloon, and we all know what Pa did that day.
Oh my God, is that what this guy is reenacting?
It could be.
But he didn't actually want to put his kid in danger. He just wanted to fake it.
Well, and he could not bring himself to get on a horse, chase that fucker down.
That's what Pa did.
Make like a 10-foot jump through the air and get his ass on those ropes looking all hot and pulling that balloon down. Because that's what Pa did.
Yeah.
So the reporters, the reporters race to the balloon, and guess what? There's no Falcon in there.
Okay, at this point in the documentary, I was like, why did we make a show about this? I'm like, we should have just made a show about Amy hiding in the rack at JCPenney's. Like, that's about how boring it is.
How dare you? I was a JCPenney model. Thank you.
But like, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay. This is more than half the show we're through now.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no story here. So what?
So the reporters are like, oh my God, this is devastating, because they assume the kid fell out.
Of course they did. Yeah.
So you see massive searches underway. You see like people on quads, cop cars.
But I felt
searching everywhere.
As a viewer of the show, I felt like that's not how this ended. Like, there's no way they're just going to like be like, yeah, the kid fell out and died. End of series. You know what I mean?
That would have been, wow.
Like, that wouldn't have been good TV in a weird way, right? Like,
that would have been dark.
It would have been dark and like not a story. Well, like, tragic, but not like a train wreck.
So Timmy and I were talking about like when we first started it, like what did we remember about it? And I kept saying to him through the whole thing, like, I think I remember this being a hoax. So I kind of knew it was a hoax.
Yeah.
And then the bad acting. I mean, come on. So it's 4 p.m. and all of a sudden Falcon comes walking in.
Oh my God.
And Naomi's like, I couldn't believe it. Falcon, you're home. It was the greatest surprise I ever had. Okay. Now we meet Falcon. And he says, I was confused at the reaction. And he says, this is probably the biggest lie ever told. And I have no doubt that these parents gaslit the fuck out of this kid. Because he says he was trying to get in the balloon. Dad yelled at him a few times. So he just went to chill in the house. You're launching a UFO from the backyard, and a 6-year-old goes in the house to chill out and fall asleep.
There's no fucking way. Not a chance.
No way. Have you ever met a 6-year-old?
This would be like, I'm not going to say the name of the dog to protect her identity, but this would be like if I was out in the yard with like 65 balls, like just throwing them all over.
Yes.
And this dog was like, I'm just going to go in the house and chill.
Exactly. It would be like Arlo just turning his back. Timmy trying to lure him into his truck and Arlo just being like, no, thank you. No, have you met a 6-year-old?
Yeah. There's no fucking way.
So
that kid was told to do something.
He supposedly climbed up in the attic into a spot that no one knew he had and fell asleep there. Okay. Now the press is trying to get a story. The Heenes will not respond. Now they bring in, there's always one, the dickbag of the episode, Jim Alderton, the sheriff.
I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. This guy's nuts.
This became a who could we hate more kind of story.
Yep.
Because I hate this guy so much that you want Richard Heene to win.
Yeah, I agree.
But you hate Richard Heene too. So he's like, they couldn't handle things, so they had to bring in the man at the top. Sometimes the man at the top has to come in and take charge of things. Okay, dude, calm down. It's a balloon.
Yeah.
So Richard claims that he did not want to talk to the press, but he knew if he didn't give them something, they would just be hounding him because this was such a big story.
No, it would have just went away and nobody would have cared.
100%.
He didn't want to talk to the press, so what does he do, Am?
He goes on Larry King.
He goes on fucking Larry King.
Who, he can't even get Larry King. Larry King's out and it's Wolf Blitzer.
Wolf Blitzer.
Who is no Larry King.
Oh, God.
So during the, and I love how the neighbors are like, dude, do not go on Larry King. What are you doing?
The neighbors are like, do not go on Larry King. And then they place their order for Amazon for a case of popcorn.
Yes. Yes. They're like, this is going to be spectacular. Ready. So during the interview, Wolf Blitzer asked Falcon, like, what happened? And Dad looks at Falcon and he's like, did you hear us calling you? And Falcon says yes. And you could tell they expected him to say no.
Right.
And they're both like, what?
But that part didn't even surprise me because it's like a kid, you know, like.
Sure.
How many times do you think your kids have ignored you?
1,000,000 times.
Yeah, right.
And Dad goes, why didn't you come out? And Falcon pauses and he goes, you guys said we did it for the show. A kid will always tell the truth, guys.
I know.
It's both precious and annoying.
That's why it was so stupid for them to go on the press with the kids. Why didn't you just go on and
yourself?
Do an interview? Right.
Yes.
Yep.
So Richard skims right past this and he claims now that he couldn't hear it. And Bradford, the oldest son now, says, I didn't know what Falcon was talking about. Again, you were 10. And I talk about this all the time on my podcast. Like, young kids believe whatever you tell them. Yeah. Whatever you tell them.
Right. Yeah.
So the producer now says to Richard Heene, like, you seemed to hear him because you responded to him.
Right.
And he goes, yeah, I did hear him, but it was faintly. I couldn't tell what he was saying.
You don't have to tell me that young kids believe anything you say.
Yeah, they do.
I know that.
They do. Yeah, I know. You did it to me. So people are pissed. There's a lot of backlash. And Falcon is like, wow, I didn't think one statement from me would cause everyone to flip out. Richard is real put upon. He's upset. So he decides, what can make this better? I'm going to do another interview.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think this was all part of the plan too?
What?
Like the kid saying
no.
Like, do you think that just fell like?
Yes. I think they were stunned that he said that.
Okay.
Yeah. So he says he's on Good Morning America now. I think he's with, is it Joan London? Would she have been alive at that time? No, it's Diane Sawyer.
Oh, Diane Sawyer. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I think it's Diane Sawyer.
It's Diane Sawyer. I don't know what show it is.
He says Falcon misunderstood. He was talking about like the press being there.
He didn't know the press. The press wasn't there when he went to hide, though.
Falcon's not having any of this, and he runs out and pukes. And you literally hear him puking on camera. And Diane Sawyer's like, do you need to tend to him? Like, do you need to,
Yeah, like,
handle this?
go help your kid.
No. The fact that Diane Sawyer has to be like, do you need to go do something there? And then they're like, yeah, maybe we should. But you can hear the kid puking. So the press starts to look into the Heenes, and one reporter's like, I mean, these kids use foul language all the time. That's a big red flag right there.
Nah, come on, dude.
That's ridiculous. But they do use foul language a lot. Like everything is fucking.
Right. But like, I mean, is that a great choice? No, but like, I don't think it's a reason to call Child Protective Services.
No, not at all. Not at all. So eventually they find out this family was on wife swap and Richard was a lunatic.
This is where my opinion about the whole situation changed, because I was giving them a little bit benefit of the doubt before that. I'm like, who are these jokers just trying to like get their face on TV? And then I was like, oh God, these people are, what the fuck? They're crazy.
Yeah. It's the woman, Sherry, that was on with him. She says, I knew that Falcon wasn't in the balloon because I'm a psychic.
Yeah, like, okay.
But we see footage of Richard on wife swap acting crazy.
Crazy.
He Absolutely is throwing food at her. She's screaming at her that she's lazy and she sucks. And somebody in this documentary really pointed out that this is reality TV acting.
Yes.
And I was like, yes. That's exactly what this is. So she says, Richard did this purposely. He wanted attention, but, he also cared about his kids.
Like, she doesn't think, well, he never actually endangered the kid.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Jim Alderton, Jen, doesn't watch wife swap because he only watches Westerns because the values in those early shows are his values.
I was like,
truth,
I hate
honesty,
the guy at this point.
The American way. I wrote, really, dude? Early Westerns? They were real problematic.
Yeah,
early Westerns?
Real problematic. Yep.
Wow. This guy,
yeah.
No. So Richard claims they did wife swap for the money. They needed the money. And I mean, I'm not going to get a job. I'm going to go on wife swap.
Yeah.
And you know what the sad thing is, Jenny? With his skills and his mind, he could probably get a great job.
Yeah.
So the sheriff's office call him down. They lure him to their office with the promise of picking up his flying saucer. Because he says when the flying saucer flew away, he was angry because there was a couple $100 wrapped up in that. So they actually asked him to take a polygraph. What did you think about him during the polygraph situation?
So, okay, first of all, I'd like to say never voluntarily answer any questions or take a polygraph without a lawyer. Don't ever do that. You're at a police station and they're like, we want to take a statement or we want to do a polygraph test. Get your lawyer. Get your lawyer, because even if you've done nothing wrong, like, just get your lawyer.
Yeah.
I thought he was super fucking weird during, like, he was, I guess there's like certain things you could do to fake a polygraph test, and I feel like he was just doing that stuff. Like,
he was like pretended he fell asleep.
Yeah, it was so fucking weird.
He's acting like a lunatic.
Yeah,
essentially. Totally. This guy, just watching this guy exhausts me.
Yeah.
I don't know how Mayumi or whatever her name handles him.
Yeah, she seemed very strange though too.
Yeah. So the test is inconclusive to nobody's surprise.
Right. Yep.
So they bring Mayumi in for her polygraph, and according to the sheriff's office, she fails it and then confesses.
Yeah, confesses, quote unquote. I guess to it being a hoax.
Yeah, so there's a couple things going on here. So as we see it, the police are using the word hoax. Mm-hmm. And she says there was a language barrier, and her English at this point was not. And hoax is one of those words that, like, if you don't know,
it's weird. Yeah.
But then I watched it again, and he does say things to her like, "So you lied?
Fake. You lied." Yeah.
Yeah, and she says yes. And then the police say she had a degree in English from Japan, and she went to college for 3 more years here. Mm-hmm. So, like, there wasn't really a language barrier. I don't know. It's tough for me to decide. I'm so weary of forced confessions.
I agree.
I didn't like this part.
No, yeah.
And like, you pick the woman, of course, to kind of. Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. So they charged him with a bunch of shit, Jenny, including class 4 felonies.
That's ridiculous.
This is where I was like, this is ridiculous.
I feel like they can't. I don't see why they can prosecute them or charge them with anything around it, like being faked, quote unquote, I guess, like, because that's a judgment call. Like, they can't know that. The thing they can probably charge them with is like sending something into federal airspace, and
They
like
charged them like the felonies, I want to say, were like child endangerment or something, which didn't
happen, right?
And the second one was something like misleading law enforcement or something, which, I mean,
all right, okay, if that's a charge.
Look at it this way. Somebody has to pay for that search.
Yeah.
That's what they're angry about.
Sure.
Right?
And it could have also put first responders in danger.
Sure.
Right? Like that guy 100%. In the helicopter chasing the balloon, like who, like that.
He was a news guy.
But like, it's unfair. It's like, you shouldn't be doing that. Unfair. I get it. But like felony?
And I feel like if you don't make them pay though, like this could be, other people could try to do it.
Sure. Yeah.
But did they go too far? Yeah. A felony is way too far. Yeah, like, have them reimburse the city a couple $1,000s for whatever. I don't know. So they lawyer up and we meet David Lane.
I like David Lane.
I like David Lane too. The crying was a little bit much.
That was a bit much. Did you check out the chess set though? That was fucking badass.
The chess set was cool. Much better than Alderton's chess set.
God, what was his? Like,
it was just a basic. No, it was just a basic. So Dave Lane had represented Tim Masters, who was falsely imprisoned for murder.
Yeah, that's different.
But it was the same sheriff's office and they were super corrupt. And so Dave Lane's like, I'm doing this pro fucking bono.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. Alderton says David Lane is an anti-cop lawyer. Okay. They
corrupt cop.
They eventually have to take a plea deal, and Richard pleads guilty to a misdemeanor, and Naomi can stay here and we won't deport her. And David Lane is like, these motherfuckers were threatening to deport her.
Yeah. Yep.
Again, an overreaction? Yes. So he gets 30 days in jail, and Naomi has to sign in at the jail and then do community service. David Lane cries, dude. No. Save your tears for real. People.
Considering all the people that got called out on this, and God forbid if somebody had gotten hurt in the search or whatever, like, I think, like a misdemeanor fine.
Yeah. I agree. And a fine. You have to pay restitution to the county or whatever. So Alderton says, God, I hate this guy. The motto of the sheriff's office is you lie, you die.
Dude, no.
Wow.
Nope. That's for the courts to decide if you're lying.
Bradford blames himself.
Oh, that's so sad. That is so sad. This is not this kid's fault. This kid he was a child.
The oldest kid is like, I was trying to tell them that my brother was in there, but maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I was like, dude.
Like, trust me, if this were us, I would have been like, I can't whistle.
You would have let me fly away in the balloon.
I would have just been like, oh, where's Amy? Where's Amy? Did that balloon take off with Amy?
You would have strategically waited like 2 hours and then said to mom and dad, I don't know where Amy is. I thought she was upstairs napping, but she's not.
I would have thrown like your favorite toy in there and then walked away and then been like, Mom, I haven't seen Amy. I don't know. It's not since that balloon launched.
My luck, the balloon wouldn't be able to get off the ground with me in it. It would be a whole fat shaming incident. So Bradford, like I said, blames himself. The Heenes decide they're going to pick up and move him. Where do they move to, Jen?
I don't know.
Florida.
Oh, Florida, right?
Florida.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Perfect.
Because this was Colorado before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The neighbors feel betrayed. They're like, we felt really bad for this guy, and I don't know.
They feel betrayed because like the clown show is over. Like their entertainment is over.
So Richard is now, I don't know what he's doing. Is he running? Let me just explain, if you didn't watch, guys, what we're seeing here. He looks like he's in a campground of some kind. He looks like he is teaching young children things.
Okay.
People are sitting on a tree, like on a log.
Yeah, it's probably like some kind of science camp.
But there is an unplugged air conditioner next to them.
Okay, that makes no sense.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, okay.
And he's saying things that don't really make sense. So in 2020, Jen, the governor of Colorado pardoned them and said, can we all just move forward? And what the law enforcement is annoyed about, and I get this part of it, is the pardon didn't include them having to admit they were guilty.
Right.
So Richard thinks he's been exonerated.
Right.
He's like, see, told you, never did it.
Yeah.
So I did look up that.
Yeah, where are they today?
Well, he's working on something.
Oh,
but I did see a current interview with him on NBC Nightly News or something. I want you to explain to me what this shirt means. He's wearing a shirt with cut off sleeves.
Mm-hmm. He is in Florida.
It says, and each of these things is on a separate line. Okay. So it says search, truth, internet, historian, Richard Heene.
I have no idea what that means.
What does that mean?
I have no idea what the fuck that means.
Does he want us to search truth, internet, historian, Richard Heene?
I guess.
But there's no like colon after search.
It's just a list of words.
Yes.
That's what that is.
Yeah. That feels like it was drummed up out of like a Manosphere podcast.
Yeah. Yep.
This guy 100% has researched how to make his own vaccines.
100%. Yeah. Yep.
So in the end, Jenny, what did you think?
I thought it was a little on the boring side. But it did get a little interesting when you got like Larry King involved and like wife swap. Like that picked up a little bit for me. But I feel like this wasn't much of it. Like of all the things in the world.
Yeah.
You couldn't find something that like was a little more interesting than this. Like I didn't think it was that interesting.
Well, what do you think the term train wreck is supposed to mean? Like how do you interpret it in this series?
I interpret it as Woodstock 99.
So something that went awry and has lasting consequences.
And rippling consequences.
Like the fire festival.
Yes, perfect.
Would have been train wreck.
Like this is really just about this family. You know what I mean? Like, like it, yeah, I guess when the search was going on, like other people got involved and stuff, but it didn't have the scope. I feel like Trainwreck has scope because it's like, you know, like let's think of the most recent actual train wreck that I can think of. I'm sure there's many, but like, you know, that big one, was it PA?
What one?
No, it was Ohio, where the train wrecked.
Oh, an actual train wreck.
Yeah. And all those chemicals flew all over the place.
Yes.
Like
leaked into the water and everything.
That's a train wreck.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, what is the TV show version of that? I just feel like this wasn't it just wasn't fantastical enough. And like maybe I'm just being brainwashed.
No, and it has to, you're right. It has to walk a fine line because like you don't want anyone to die. Because that's like a different level of tragedy.
Yeah, right.
And Trainwreck has
even though people died in Woodstock 99. Didn't somebody die there? Yeah.
Did people die there?
I don't know. Did they die or just get attacked? Or the fact that we're questioning it though, like you could believe someone died at Woodstock 99. How about that? You just have to believe that someone could have died.
Okay, I don't think anybody died, but thousands of people suffered injuries or heat stroke.
Well,
3 people did die.
Well, see? Like even if people don't die, you have to at least believe that people could have.
Yeah, I feel though that the problem with that is the series itself, and maybe this is, you know, the tail wagging the dog. The series itself has this levity to it.
Yeah, that's true.
That I feel like if people are really dying,
right,
that's not a good thing.
I mean, I feel like Woodstock 99 had levity to it a little bit, where they're like Fred. They want Fred Durst to come. Was it Fred Durst? Is that his name? The Limp Bizkit guy.
Yeah,
they wanted him to calm people down.
yes.
And in Fred, I don't like him, but in his defense, he was like, "That's not my job."
Jenny, let's transition here to a real train wreck happening currently.
Okay.
And again, this is, if they made a series about the event I'm about to discuss with you, it would also be funny, but not enough for a show.
Right.
The Coldplay concert reveal. Have you seen
Oh
this?
my god. Oh my god. Did you see the meme going around where it was like, yeah, we're gonna talk about memes. It's gonna be really exciting. Did you see the meme going around where it's like every year we sacrifice a CEO? And it had a
No.
picture of the submersible, and then it had a picture of
Oh.
what's his name, Mangione, and then it had a picture
Oh.
of this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't condone violence against
No.
CEOs, but
No.
like
No.
2 of those were their own that
Yeah.
was their own making.
I saw the meme where they are embraced and going into the hedges.
Oh yeah.
The Homer Simpson hedges. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, at a Coldplay concert on the quote unquote kiss cam, which I can't believe we're still doing this.
Can't believe we're doing this.
A man and a woman were caught like embracing. Like he had his arms around her from behind. Like they were clearly being intimate with
they
each
were
other.
clearly a couple.
And the minute the camera goes on them, the guy ducks and runs and the girl's like dying. And we find out that they're having an affair.
Yeah.
He's a CEO of a company. Did you hear his apology?
No, I saw that it's out, but I haven't looked at it yet.
Okay. Coldplay CEO statement. Because I don't know his name. Jen, the statement's real bad. It's going to throw you into a rage. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
I want to... Oh, I'm getting a pop-up ad. How do I make it go away? Okay. I want to acknowledge the moment that's been circulating online and the disappointment it's caused. What was supposed to be a night of music and joy turned into a deeply personal mistake, playing out on a very public stage. I want to sincerely apologize to my wife, my family, and the team at Astronomer. You deserve better from me as a partner, as a father, and as a leader. This is not who I want to be or how I want to represent the company I helped build. I'm taking time to reflect, to take accountability, and to figure out the next steps personally and professionally. And I ask for privacy as I navigate that process. Okay, end it there. End
that
it
was
there,
good.
right?
Yeah, I'm like, that seems fine.
Well, CEO is going to CEO.
Yeah.
I also want to express how troubling it is that what should have been a private moment.
No, dude, you were in public. You were at a public fucking concert.
Without my consent.
No, dude, when you walk into any of those places, you are in public. And being in public means you could be seen by cameras.
I respect artists and entertainers, but I hope we can all think more deeply about the impact of turning someone else's life into a spectacle. As a friend once sang, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Andy.
No, dude.
Oh,
Cringe.
dude, you're
First of all,
blaming
cringe.
Coldplay? You're blaming Chris Martin?
First of all, cringe. Second of all, like, if you go into public and you openly express affection to another person in public, like that is visible to the world. Like your wife could have walked by, your kid could have walked by. Like,
right.
I mean,
here's what Amanda
that's your
said.
responsibility.
Here's what Amanda said this morning, and I agree with her. She said they should have just done nothing.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have left that stadium.
Right. And it's not like he's so famous that people would be like,
yeah.
But because of his weird behavior, they were probably like, who's this guy?
It would be a different story if they were shining a light on their back porch.
Sure. Yeah.
And advertising it to the world. But like you're in a stadium of 10,000 of your closest friends who don't know anything.
You're in public. Like you're displaying your relationship in public. Like, you know what a huge like privacy advocate I am. Like, I'm all about this. You are in public displaying your relationship. Like, that's a risk you're gonna take.
Yeah.
If you have to keep that a secret, don't be in public displaying it. It's that simple.
We're so bad at accountability in this country. Like, why that guy couldn't just end that statement?
That would have been fine. That would have been great. I take accountability.
Fine.
I did the wrong thing.
Yep.
Like, he's mad he got caught. Like, that's kind of what the second half of that statement says. Is like, I'm mad I got caught because of like this stupid camera.
And what press person let him put that out?
I don't know. I can't imagine that his people weren't like, don't do that. Get rid of that last paragraph.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's a real life train wreck.
Yes.
But you know what? You maybe could make a show out of that, because then you'd follow like what happens in their lives after this.
Sure. Not too interesting.
I don't think anything happens.
But like, I didn't know about his. That's
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's pretty bad. All right, Jennie, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah. Amy's coming up this weekend.
I am. I'll
To
see you
visit me.
tomorrow.
Come out to visit me.
Mhm.
Are you bringing Lafayette Beetle?
We don't know yet. What are your thoughts?
I
Well,
mean,
we'll
you know
talk
how I
about it
feel
off the
about
air. We'll talk
you
about
know how I
it.
feel about this. What do you
All
mean?
right.
What are my thoughts?
Guys, don't follow Jennie because she's not findable. You are in the Facebook group.
I am in the Facebook group. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is to join our Twin Flame universe, which is our Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscription feeds. The links for those are in the show notes. You get ad-free episodes and a ton of bonus content. You can also subscribe to the feed so you don't miss an episode, share the show with a friend, and leave a 5-star review. To contact the show, please email me directly at amy@littlemissrecap.com or join our Facebook group Backdoor Friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.